Hello everyone, this is Pranshi Verma. Welcome to my channel guys. In today's session we are going to discuss signals and system multiple choice question and answer for your upcoming examinations. Okay, so now let's begin the session. First question is, which mathematical notation specifies the condition of periodicity for a continuous time signal? Option A, B, C, D are given here. Option A, x of t is equal to x of t plus t naught. Option B, x of n is equal to x n plus n. And option C, x of t is equal to e minus alpha t. Option D, none of the above. Right answer here is option A. X of t is equal to x of small t plus capital T naught. Mathematical notation specifies the condition of periodicity for a continuous time signal. Okay, so correct answer here is option A. Okay, next question. Which property of delta function indicates the equality between the area under the product of function with shifted impulse and the value of function located at unit impulse instant? Option A, replication. Option B, sampling. Option C, scaling. Option D, product. Right answer here is option B, sampling property. Okay. Sampling property of delta function indicates the equality between the area under the product of functions with shifted impulse and the value of function located at unit impulse instant. Okay. Next question. Which among the below specified conditions, cases of discrete time in terms of real constant A represent the double-sided decaying exponential signal? Option A is greater than 1. Option B, 0 is less than A and A is less than 1. Option C, A is less than minus 1. Option D, minus A less than A less than 0. Right answer here is option D, minus 1 less than A less than 0. Okay. So, condition for discrete time in terms of real constant A represent a double-sided decaying exponential signal is minus 1 less than A less than 0. Okay. Next question. Damped sinusoids are option A, sinusoid signal multiplied by growing exponentials. Option B, sinusoid signals divided by growing exponentials. Option C, sinusoid signals multiplied by decaying exponentials. Option D, sinusoid signals divided by decaying exponentials. Okay, don't be confused in this question. Just listen to me very carefully. Right answer here is option C. Damped sinusoids are sinusoids signals multiplied by decaying exponentials. Okay. Sinusoid signals multiplied by decaying exponentials. Next question. An amplitude of sine C function that passes through 0 at multiple value of an independent variable x. Okay. Then blank space. Option A, decreases with an increase in the magnitude of an independent variable x. Option B, increases with an increase in the magnitude of an independent variable x. Option C, always remains constant irrespective of variation in magnitude of x. And option D, so correct answer here is option A. An amplitude of sine C function that passes through 0 at multiple values of an independent variable x decreases with an increases in the magnitude of an independent variable of x. Okay, this is very important question. Kindly focus on it. Now next question. A system is said to be shift invariant only if option A, a shift in the input signal also result in the corresponding shift in the output. Option B, a shift in the input signal does not exhibit the corresponding shift in the output. Option C, a shifting labels does not vary in an input as well as output. Option D, a shifting at input does not affect the output. Correct answer here is option A. A system is said to be shift invariant only if a shift in the input signal also result in the corresponding shift in the output. Okay, don't be confused in this question. This is also very important question. Focus on it. Now next question. Which condition determines the causality of the LTI system in terms of its impulse response? Option A. Only if the value of an impulse response is 0 for all negative values of time. Option B. Only if the value of an impulse response is unity for all negative values of time. Option C. Only if the value of an impulse response is infinity for all negative values of time. And option D. Only if the value of an impulse response is negative for all negative values of time. Okay, so I know this question is very long. Correct answer here is option A. So condition is only if the value of an impulse response is 0 for all negative values of time. Okay, it determines the causality of the LTI system in terms of its impulse response. Okay, next question. Under which conditions does an initially relaxed system become unstable? Option A. Only if bounded input generates unbounded output. Option B. Only if bounded input generates bounded output. Option C. Only if unbounded input generates unbounded output. Option D. Only if unbounded input generates bounded output. Okay. Correct answer here is option A. So condition is only if bounded input generates unbounded output. Okay, this is the correct condition. Does an initially relaxed system become unstable? Okay, next question. Which among the following are the stable discrete time systems? First one, bi of n is equal to x of 4n. Second one, bi of n is equal to x of minus n. Third one, bi of n is equal to ax of n plus 8. And fourth one, bi of n is equal to cos x of n. Okay. According to these, option A, B, C, D are given here. And first, second, third, fourth. They all are correct regarding the stable discrete time systems. Okay. So, right answer here is option D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And first, second, third, fourth. They all are the stable discrete time systems. Okay. Next question. An equalizer used to compensate the distortion in the communication system by faithful recovery of an original signal is nothing but an illustration of option A, static system, option B, dynamic system, option C, invertible system, option D, none of the above. Right answer here is option C, invertible system, because an equalizer used to compensate the distortion in the communication system by faithful recovery of an original signal is nothing but an illustration of invertible system. Okay, this is very important question. Next question. Which block of the discrete time systems requires memory in order to store the previous input? Option A, adder. Option B, signal multiplier. Option C, unit delay. Option D, unit advance. Correct answer here is option C, unit delay. Okay. Unit delay block of the discrete time systems requires memory in order to store the previous input. Next question. Which types of discrete time system does not exhibit the necessity of any feedback? Option A, recursive systems. Option B, non-recursive systems. Option C, both A and B. And option D, none of the above. Correct answer here is option B, non-recursive systems. Okay. Non-recursive systems of discrete time systems do not exhibit the necessity of any feedback. Okay. Next question. Which among the following belongs to the category of non-recursive systems? So correct answer here is option A, casual FIR systems. Okay. Next question. Recursive systems are basically characterized by the dependency of its output on present input and past input and previous outputs also. Okay, means present input, past input and previous outputs, they all are responsible for dependency of recursive systems. Okay, so right answer here is option D, all of the above. Next question. What does the term by of -1 indicate, especially in an equation that represents the behavior of the causal system? Option A, initial condition of the system. Option B, negative initial condition of the system. Option C, negative feedback condition of the system. And option D, response of the system to its initial input. Okay, correct answer here is option A, initial condition of the system. The term by of -1 indicate especially in an equation that represent the behavior of the causal system. Okay, next question. Which type of system response to its input represents the zero value of its initial condition? So correct answer here is option A, zero state response. Okay, zero state response of the system response to its input represents the zero value of its initial condition. Next question. Which is essential conditions to get satisfied for a recursive system to be linear? This is very important question. So conditions are, first one, zero state response should be linear. It's correct. And second one, principle of superposition should be applicable to zero input response. This is also correct. And C, total response of the system should be addition of zero state and zero input responses. Okay, correct answer here is option D. They all are conditions are essential to get satisfied for a recursive system to be linear. Okay, next question. Which among the following operations are not involved associated with the computation process of linear convolution? Okay, so correct answer here is option D, integration operation is not involved associated with the computation process of linear convolution. Okay, next question. A LTI system is said to be initially relaxed system only if, so correct answer here is option A, only if zero input produces zero output. Okay, so a LTI system is said to be in initial mode. Okay, in initially relaxed system only if zero input produces zero output. Next question. What are the number of samples present in an impulse response called as length? Okay, the number of samples present in an impulse response called as length. Next question. Which are the only waves that correspond support the measurement of phase angle in the line spectra? So correct answer here is option B, cosine waves. Okay, cosine waves are the only waves that correspond support the measurement of phase angle in the line spectra. Next question. Double-sided phases and amplitude spectra. So correct answer here is option A, possesses an odd and even symmetry respectively. Okay, so don't be confused in this. Possesses an odd and even symmetry. Okay, double-sided phases and amplitude spectra possess an odd and even symmetry respectively. Next question. What does the first terms A naught in the below stated expression of a line spectrum indicate? So this is the expression. Okay, so here according to this expression, correct answer is option A, DC component. Okay, in the first term A naught in this expression of a line spectrum indicates a DC component. Okay, so this A naught is indicate a DC component. Okay, next question. Which kind of frequency spectra is obtained from the line spectrum of a continuous signal on the basis of polar Fourier series method? Okay, so correct answer here is option B, discrete in nature. Discrete in nature kind of frequency spectrum is obtained from the line spectrum of a continuous signal on the basis of polar Fourier series method. Okay, next question. Which type of Fourier series allows to represent the negative frequencies by plotting the double-sided spectrum for the analysis of periodic signals? So correct answer here is option C, exponential Fourier series. Okay, exponential Fourier series allows to represent the negative frequencies by plotting the double-sided spectrum for the analysis of periodic signals. Next question. What does the signaling rate in the digital communication system imply? So correct answer here is option A, number of digital pulses transmitted per second. Okay, so this is the signaling rate in the digital communication system. Okay, next question. As the signaling rate increases, so correct answer here is option B, width of each pulse decreases. Okay, as the signaling rate increases, then it means width of each pulse decreases. Okay, next question. Which phenomena occurs due to an increase in the channel bandwidth during the transmission of narrow pulses in order to avoid any intervention of signal distortion? Correct answer here is option D, expansion in frequency domain. Okay, so expansion in frequency domain phenomena occurs due to an increase in the channel bandwidth during the transmission of narrow pulse in order to avoid any intervention of signal distortion. Next question. Why are the negative and positive phase shift introduced for positive and negative frequencies respectively in amplitude and phase spectra? Correct answer here is option B, to maintain the symmetry of the phase spectrum. Okay, so to maintain the symmetry of the phase spectrum, the negative and positive phase shifts introduced for positive and negative frequencies respectively in amplitude and phase spectra. Okay, correct answer here is option B. Now next question. Property of Fourier transform states that option A, shape of signal in time domain and shape of spectrum can be interchangeable. Okay, this is very important question. जितनी भी थ्योरम आपके सब्जेक्ट से है वहां से आपको क्वेश्चन आने के चांसेस काफी ज्यादा होते हैं because all theorems are very important. Property of Fourier transform states that shape of signal in time domain and shape of spectrum can be interchangeable. Okay, next question. Which property of Fourier transforms gives rise to an additional phase shifted of -2 pi ftd for the generated time delay in the communication system without affecting an amplitude spectrum? Okay, correct answer here is option A, time scaling. Time scaling property of Fourier transform gives rise to an additional phase shift of -2 pi ftd for the generated time delay in the communication system without affecting an amplitude spectrum. Okay, next question. Which among the below assertions is precise in accordance to the effect of time scaling? First assertion is inverse relationship exists between the time and frequency domain representation of signal. Second assertion is a signal must be necessarily limited in time as well as frequency domains. Okay, so here according to assertions A and B, assertion A is true and assertion B is false regarding in accordance to the effect of time scaling. Okay, so correct answer here is option A. Assertion A is true but B is false. Okay, next question. Which are the mandatory conditions to get satisfied by the transfer function for the purpose of distortion-less transmission? Okay, so first purpose is amplitude response should be constant for all frequency. This is correct one. And second one, phase should be linear with frequency passing through 0. This is also correct. And correct answer here is option C, both A and B. Okay. So option A and option B, they both are correct conditions to get satisfied by the transfer function for the purpose of distortion-less transmission. Next question. What is our crucial purposes of using the Fourier transform while analyzing any elementary signals at different frequencies? Okay, so first condition is transformation from time domain to frequency domain. It's correct. And second condition is plotting of amplitude and phase is spectrum. Okay, they both are correct conditions for the crucial purposes of using the Fourier transform while analyzing any elementary signals at different frequencies. Okay, correct answer here is option C, both A and B. Now next question. What is the possible range of frequency spectrum for discrete time Fourier series? Discrete time Fourier series आपको एग्जाम में DTFS से भी पूछा जा सकता है. मे बी फुल फॉर्म गिवन हो एंड मे नॉट बी. ओके, option A, B, C, D are given here and correct answer here is first one 0 to 2 pi and second one also minus pi to plus pi, and overall correct answer here is option C, both A and B. Okay, so first one 0 to 2 pi and second one minus pi to plus pi, they both are possible range of frequency spectrum for discrete time Fourier series DTFS. Okay, next question. Which among the following assertions represent a necessary condition for the existence of Fourier transform of discrete time signal DTFT? Okay, so just focus on correct answer, and correct answer here is option A. Discrete time signal should be absolutely summable. Okay, the assertion discrete time signal should be absolutely summable represent a necessary condition for the existence of Fourier transform of discrete time signal. Okay, next question. What is the nature of Fourier representation of a discrete and aperiodic signal? Option A, B, C, D are given here. And right answer here is option A, continuous and periodic. Okay, the nature of Fourier representation of a discrete and aperiodic signal is continuous and periodic respectively. Okay, next question. Which property of periodic signal in DTFS gets completely identified by the equation x of n minus n naught? Option A, B, C, D are given here and right answer is option B, time shifting. Okay, time shifting property of periodic signal in DTFS gets completely identified by the equation x of n minus n naught. This is very important question. Next question. A Laplace transform exists when option A, B, C, D are given here. Option A, the function is piecewise continuous. Option B, the function is of exponential order. Option C, the function is piecewise discrete. And option D, the function is of differential order. Option A, B, C, D according to this are given here. And correct answer is option A and B. Okay, a Laplace transform exists when the function is piecewise continuous and the function is of exponential order. Okay, this is also very important question, guys. I tell you again. Okay, next question. Where is the ROC defined or specified for the signals containing causal as well as anti-causal terms? Okay, option A, greater than the largest pole. Option B, less than the smallest pole. Option C, between two poles. And option D, cannot be defined. Correct answer here is option C, between two poles. Okay. Between two poles, the ROC defined or specified for the signals containing causal as well as anti-causal terms. Okay. Okay guys, now let's wind up the session. See you in the next session. If you want more videos from the subject, let me know in comment section. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates and support my channel. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please share this video with your friends. Thank you. Wish you very all the best for your examination.